gravity work? Gravity is a type of force which all objects with mass have. But gravity is actually quite a weak force. So only objects with a really large mass will noticeably pull other objects towards it. Objects like planet Earth or our sun. They're great examples. Things with larger mass have a stronger gravitational force. So for example, Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, has more mass than Earth. So it has a larger force of gravity. If you went to Jupiter, you'd be pulled down to the ground with a stronger force than you would here on Earth, which would make you feel more than 2 times heavier than you do now. Why does friction make heat? When 2 objects move against each other, they experience friction, a force which acts against the movement of these 2 objects. As the 2 surfaces rub against each other, all the tiny particles on the surfaces vibrate. The more they vibrate, the more energy the particles have. Some of this energy will change into heat energy. And that's why surfaces get warm if they experience friction. Just like when you rub your hands together very fast. Why don't you try it with me now? Nice and toasty. What is the strongest force on Earth? The strongest force on Earth works on such a tiny scale that you've probably never heard of it. It's 600 million times stronger than gravity. That's a 6 with 39 zeros after it. And we call it the strong nuclear force. Everything in the whole universe is made up of atoms, and atoms are made up of even smaller particles like neutrons and protons. And it's the strong nuclear force that holds those particles together. So without it, the whole universe would fall apart. Yikes. How do planes not fall to the ground? Planes flying in the sky still have gravity pulling them down to the ground. So how do they stay in the air and not fall? Well, it's because there's also another force pushing them upwards, and we call it lift. Aeroplane wings are shaped in such a way that as the plane moves forward, the air is forced around the wings faster over the top and slower underneath. This helps to create a lift force upwards on the wings. As the aeroplane moves faster, this upward lift force becomes stronger than the force of gravity down, allowing the plane to fly up and stay up in the air until it needs to come down safely. When it is time for a plane to land, it uses flaps to change the shape of the wing, allowing the downwards force to become larger than the upwards force, bringing it down to the ground. What's the most streamlined shape? The most streamlined shape would be the teardrop. You may have seen water take this shape as it drips out of a tap or off a wet leaf in the rain. The curved end allows air to flow around it smoothly, and the pointed end helps to stop turbulence, which would otherwise increase drag and slow it down. You may also see this shape in animals if you've ever drawn a simple fish with its rounded head and pointier tail, or if you've seen a bird dive for its prey. Even humans have tried to copy the shape in structures like submarines so they can move smoothly through the water.